a few words from the candidate, because no matter what, we know that he's a winner to us. And so, David.
Clap for yourselves. That's what I want you to do. First of all, everybody know when I started this race, it started with God speaking to my heart, and it wasn't for me. It was for, I tell everybody, you can go see it on Facebook Live when I recorded it, and sometime in January or February of 2021. He said, if Jahan Gordon, I want you to support Jahan Gordon Booth. If she gets in this race, she wins hands down. And I called Jahan, but in that same voice, he said, if she don't have enough faith to run, if you ran, you would win. So I heard that, but I was so excited about Jahan Gordon Booth that I called her. And after she called me back, and I told her what God had given me, I said, no, we don't know each other that well. She said, we cool. I said, I don't know your spiritual background. She said, I'm saved. She said, what's going on? I said, I just want to share something God gave me. He told me this Secretary of State seat is yours. If you get in, you win hands down. And she says, how did I know you was going to say that? I've been thinking about running. She said, but I just don't believe I can raise the money to do it. That's where I stopped at in this story. The fact that the best of us feel like we cannot raise the money to represent our people is a problem, you all. I don't have nothing against any individual that ran, but if it takes only money, and we have to have people that get in that have money, then we're going to continue to stand in conditions that we are in. And so until we combat that, and the only thing that can combat money is people coming out to vote. Money don't vote, the people vote.
Amen.
We were out in the suburbs today, and a young lady said, oh, I'm just seeing something. And this is one of what I call an intelligent voter, somebody who's working the election polls. And she said, I've just heard of you today. I didn't see any literature about you. I said, did you not know that Secretary White was running? She said, yeah. I said, and you didn't do your research to see who was running? Well, we don't do no research. We just look at commercials or whatever. That's a problem in itself. This is a wake-up call, you all.
Amen.
David Moore is good.
Yes.
And it's going to be good all the time. But what I'm concerned about are these young people that are behind us. If we tell them you only need money to win and to have a voice in your community, that is not a good thing. Not because they serve, not because they care. And so we have to get up and we have to get together and build people who care about people and who care about our communities. That's what brings me to the excitement and the victory of this race. The people that I met during this race, not only just in this room, and I get to those people, but everybody across this state. People that I talked to that said, whether it was in DeKalb, I'm thinking about Randy Olson right now, whether it was in down in St. Clair County, Alderman Denise Williams, other people across this state that just supported me when people who should have supported me, that know me better than them, did not. And this is what we ended up getting. The other sad thing is about it's a sad day where don't nobody have to come to your community to ask you for your vote. That's a sad day in our community when a person don't have to come to your community to ask for your vote and they get it anyway. Again, that's a problem, you all. And so I am not married to the politics. I'm married to the purpose. And the purpose I'll always stand and fight for the least of us. Now for everybody in this room, many of you have never worked an election in your life. Many of you have never worked. I don't want to start calling every name because I don't want to miss people. But there are people who never worked the election in their life. And you know who you are. You did some great things. You all made a difference. You all saw the process close up. And you all know that you now have to make a difference and stay a part of this process. I'm still alderman. I still have a voice. You all still have a voice, but we have to have an impact on that voice so that somebody else saying, I don't want to vote because it doesn't matter anyway. Hearing that hurts my heart. And there's only a few of us that's out there fighting the fight. And guess what? If it's only a few, guess who's going to get tired? The few. So you all have to stay engaged. You can't leave this thing. And we have to build what we call our infrastructure. Not just mobilize when there's an election, not just mobilize when we feel good about something, but keep this going. And I'm telling you all, it doesn't take a lot of work, but it does take organization. And so I want you all to make some noise for Del Marie Cobb for me. I mentioned her because, again, this woman can have more money than people can imagine. But she cares more about the purpose, you all. And she only takes on candidates who care about other people. We run a poor campaign. Sometimes it's not, most times, not as organized as we know we can run the campaigns that we're running. Because guess what? We have people who are doing it for the first time, and they are learning as they go along, but they care. And in that caring, it happens, you all. And so it doesn't stop here. I'm saying that to say that we still have to reach out and raise some money, you all. When people call, and we got to depend on, you don't have to always give millions and all of that. You still have bills from a campaign that has to be paid. And it shouldn't have to stop here. I tell people, don't just give your best. It's just like in church. Give your best. And we'll get through that too as we start to prepare for the aldermanic run and everybody looking at the mayoral run. You all are the ones that's going to make that difference in this whole city, because people want to see people who care about them. You all know I can't give the party speech. I can't give the speech of we all stand together, we do this, and all of that. I am concerned that we're going to lose this seat as Democrats. I am concerned about that. But guess what? It's unfortunate that the people who could have changed this was not concerned about that. And so here we are. I'm going to always speak truth to power. I'm always going to challenge those, whether they're Democrats, Republicans, if they're not doing for the least of us. And that's who I am always fighting for. So I thank everybody. Again, everybody. You know the time that you gave. You know the nights that you slept. You know the times that you did not, you got off of your jobs and you drove from event to event. You know who you are. And I thank all of you, because everybody sacrificed. Some more than others, but everybody sacrificed. And I want to thank all of you all who have sacrificed. But don't leave it here. We have sign-in sheets. We're going to call upon you because we have to build this community organization, not political organization, but a community organization, so that that next person, that next young person that runs, they don't have to say, do I have enough money? That next young person that runs, they don't have to say, well, the person didn't stand with me. Because whether I'm standing with you or not, I'm going to stand with somebody, but I'm going to always show you and be there for you to make sure and guide you along the way. And so as long as you're serving the people, young people, you have my support. And I want you all to rise. I want you all to come up and stand up and take over. Because otherwise the conditions that you see, and don't think those guys and young ladies on the street are not watching us. They are watching you all. Our kids are watching. And the last thing a child should never have is not have hope. Hope that they can be somewhere. It hurts my heart that a person like a Jahan Gordon Booth, who's the number 2 person in the House, can say, I don't feel like I can raise the money to do it. Wow. 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 And so we're going to continue to fight the fight so that we can get people who care about people in office. So I want to congratulate. The final numbers have not been called, but it seems like Alexi Janulius is going to be the candidate to win. I want to thank them for running a respectful race towards me. Well, you have to when I don't have any ethical issues. And I appreciate them running a fine race as it related to me. I was cordial with everybody along that race, but I also told the truth. I also told the truth, because if it's the truth, you don't hide from it, even if that truth hurts sometimes. And so I want to congratulate him on what I believe was his prospective victory. I want to congratulate our city clerk Anna Valencia for running a respectful race with me in this campaign, and I wish them well. But I'm always going to only support people that support the least of those. I'm not tied up into a title. I'm not tied up into a party. You cannot put me in a box. I want to make sure that the people are always listened to, that you come before the people, you answer the questions of the people, because television ads are not always going to carry you through. You're going to have to answer to the people, and I'm going to be in my seat to make sure everyone does that. Thank you all so much. Enjoy tonight, and get some rest. Get some rest to all the ones that gave up so much, that gave up their time. And I thank you all for that, because you all gave up a lot of time. You gave up your families. And I want to say thank you for that. And God bless you all.
Well, this is bittersweet. I thank each one of you who supported my candidate. We won, although the numbers did not show it. So I'm here at the campaign office with Alderman David Moore,